Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Well, it has been a very long time that I actually uploaded, like almost a month, but I had, a couple reasons for that, because I had some little trouble here and there, and as you probably saw on Instagram, I may have bought a new car. But soon you will hear about it soon. The next video will be about the new car completely. But now, as you can see, there's no number plate anymore on the car for reasons. But yeah, we haven't driven the car that much lately, actually barely. Because I want to talk about something first that gave me a little bit of an issue. It's not nothing concrete yet, but it can give me issues future-wise, and it also is going to change a little bit what I will do with my next build. So long story short, I actually got a letter from the cops that they saw my YouTube videos that I have been drag racing on the streets with this car, and that I have tuned it, and that the car is only written in as a 102 horsepower car, but that it's got tuned to over 240 horsepower. And so yeah, when they took away my driver's license in August because they falsely claimed that I was fleeing away from them, I filed a report against those two cops because they were straight up lying. And one of the two cops actually saw my Instagram sticker on the car. He followed my Instagram, not like refollow, but he watched my stories, watched my pictures with his private account. And on my Instagram account, you can actually find a link to my YouTube, and that's how they found my YouTube out. So really, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that they are doing such stuff. Leave it for what it is. No, they have to go to my YouTube, and they are wasting our tax money to do stuff like that. But I'm not really, I'm not really worried about it, because the fun part is this car is now not on the road anymore. It's officially written out, and they never saw themselves that I have driven one single meter on this car on a public road, with this car on a public road. So that's it's a very big advantage. They never pulled me over, and they never saw my illegal modifications in real life. So I'm really not worried about it, because the car is sold anyway. Man, this auto exposure is really bothering me. It's raining, that's why I'm standing here. So they can't really do that much, because like I said, I may have said on YouTube that I am driving this car with the tune and whatever on the road. But the thing is, I can be lying, because YouTube can be for show wise. YouTube can be, like a show. I can be, bragging about things that never happened, and nobody can know if I'm lying or not. And maybe that's the case here, because they can't prove otherwise. So I'm not that worried about it. Same goes with the drag racing. Who's not telling you that I was just driving 50 kilometers an hour, and then I edited the speedo and added some motion blur, sped things up, did some things with the audio. Nobody knows if I did that or not. Maybe I did. That's the case. That I'm not going to go too far into details, but maybe that's the case. Maybe I did that. So I'm really not worried about it. But it makes me think about the future modifications that I will do to the next car. I want an M140i. So imagine I would, tune the M140i with pure 800 turbos to 600 horsepower, and they pull me over, and they see that, and then if it's clarified, then I can get a big ticket and stuff like that. So maybe I will just keep the car legal for on the road and do like a multi-map that I only use for track days, or for private roads, stuff like that. So that I keep the car legal for on the road, and then with for example boot mod or GB4 or MHD, you can basically switch maps. So you can put your car legally on the road with stock power, and then when you're on private property or on a track, you can, with a computer or even your smartphone and an OBD scanner, plug in the car, the port, upload a file, and then you have the extra power. And there they can say nothing about that, because that's full legal. On track and private road, you do with your car whatever you want. And maybe I have been doing that with this car all along. Nobody knows. the acceleration videos that you saw, you only saw, my speedometer, but maybe it was another white F20. Maybe I sped up that video, so nobody, they have nothing against me, so I'm really not that concerned. But it makes me, think about the future. So what I will do in the future, and make my content a little bit different than what I did before. We're still going to do a lot on the new car, like an exhaust, but this one will keep it legal, just like Remus back box. Instead of catless downpipe, do a 200 cell cat. That is completely legal. Then the car is actually already lowered, my new one. So that's, I have no problems with that. But just keep the things a little bit between lines and don't talk that much about things that are a little bit gray-ish legal-wise in Belgium. Because actually it's not illegal to tune your car. It's fully legal to get your car remapped. It's just not legal to drive it on the road then. And the thing is, they never caught me driving this thing with a tune on the road. So they just can't caught me, with the new one with a tune on the road. So enough talking about this car. As you can see, the number plates are off it. She's completely, like we used to know her. I haven't changed a thing, but the number plates are gone. And that basically means that I already have a new car. And if you saw my Instagram, you know what I bought. And if you didn't, here's a new project, boys and girls. My M140i. I finally have one. After all these years talking about one, I finally got my freaking M140i. And it's not necessarily a blue one like I wanted, but this one came for a very decent price. Some great options that are kind of rare. But yeah, the car is pretty stock, not completely stock, but engine-wise, it is completely stock. Nothing has been changed. The only things that it has got is like double-spoke kidney grills. This is painted black instead of gray. It comes with this nice Z Performance wheels. It also has Eibach Pro lowering springs, but it comes like that. No, it came from that, like in Germany. It's very dark in here, you probably can't see it, but we have a little bit bigger exhaust tips as stock. And we also have these carbon fiber mirror caps, and there's also like an extra modification that I already have. The garage, they gave it to me because for free, because they're that nice. But we also have a Maxton diffuser waiting to get installed. So yeah, that's also something that we are going to install soon, because I have the gray car. And let me switch cameras real quick so I can turn on the flashlight. But yeah, as you can see, I have the gray color. So I think it's called Mineral Grau, if I'm right. But it's the exact same color as the diffuser, or very close. And I think that looks stupid. I don't like it being the same color. So getting it on black will look way better. But yeah, this is my new M140i. We finally have one. It took a while to get there, but we finally did it. It has comfort access, hooray. The interior, we have the Alcantara interior. It's an automatic. It doesn't has Pro navigation stock. That's my first mod I've done already, is getting a bigger screen. But my next video will be about this car in full detail, and stuff like that. But yeah, this is my new M140i, and it's a real one. It's a real one. As you can see, I'm not lying. When we open up the engine bay, we see this gorgeous B58 in it, but I'm going to close it real quickly because the weather is absolutely dog shit. But yeah, guys, our new project is in. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, first of all, we are going to do, now the light finally turns on. But yeah, the first modifications will be visually. So Maxton diffuser, little spoiler, get the blackline taillights, get a window tint because this is just clear. I like the 5% on that one. Maybe different wheels. I actually do kind of like these, but they're not 100% my style. I'm really thinking of just getting the same wheels again that I got for the old one. So yeah, it's a cool package. very potential package. But I will make a full video about the car later on. But as you can see, Bimmer Belgium is back and better as before, because finally, guys, finally we have one. We finally have that freaking M140i we have been talking about so long. Yeah. So yeah, finally I can talk about it. Finally I have it. But like I said before, the videos, because of what the letter that I got from the cops, will be a little bit differently. But like 90% of the videos will be exactly the same. But some modifications that I had planned for this car will be skipped or altered. First of all, I wanted to do a pure 800 turbo. I'm not really thinking of doing that, because maybe if you can get the pure 800 turbo working on a stock map, then maybe I would do it so that I can keep driving it legally on the road. So if they pull me over, that they have nothing against me. Also because insurance companies, they imagine you have a deadly accident and you drive someone, dead. I mean, I hope it never happens, but shit happens, and they see that your car is running way more horsepower than it is insured on. Then they can, they will pay out to the other people, but then they will, claim that full, the full total, they will claim it back for you. So you can really get into very big trouble. So I really don't want that. So we are probably, like I said, the pure 800 turbo, it's not illegal to do like a pure 800 turbo, it's just illegal to gain power. So if you can get the pure 800 to work with and keep the car at 340 horsepower, then we're fine. But like full catless downpipe, we're probably going to do 200 cell instead of full catless, because 200 cell is legal. In the resonator, the double resonator delete, we're also not going to do it because that's just fully illegal. But I'm thinking of doing a full catback exhaust with right papers, so that we still get a nice sound of the car, and that we will still see some epic content. I mean, stock 340 horsepower is kind of amazing. But the thing is, I don't want to have the same repeating story with this one as I had with that one with the cops. Because the cops, if you watch my YouTube, you would think that I would running with a catless downpipe and a 240 horsepower tune and a legal exhaust all the time on the road. But the thing is, maybe I'm bluffing. So who knows? I mean, I'm the only one who knows, and I will never tell you. Maybe I have been bluffing a little bit here and there, but like I said, I'm not going to go too far into details about that. But yeah, the new project M140i, I mean, visually nothing will change on the plan. We will still do everything like I planned before. Just technically wise, we may skip some things and alter some things, so to keep everyone happy, to keep the cops happy, so they can, if they want to take me away to custom inspections, but technical car inspection here in Belgium, that they can absolutely say nothing about this one, and they say it's fully legal, blah blah blah. So yeah, I want to keep this car legal. Also, when the cop drives behind you and you're driving an illegal car or something illegal is on your car, then I can imagine it's pretty stressful. And now if you would do this with fully legal, like I said, I mean, stock, this thing is already a beast, but then you're pretty safe. So yeah, that's what we are gonna do, just to keep myself out of trouble in the future, because all this shit has go through court, and then if I have to go through court with that thing, and they would see me tuning this one to even further, to 600 horsepower, then that's not a good case. But yeah, we are gonna watch a little bit what we're gonna do. So, but first of all, we're going to do visual stuff. My visual inspiration for this thing is basically very much this one. So a cool splitter, diffuser, lowering maybe with KW V variant 3. The same wheels again. I really do like the wheels that I have on the 114i. We're definitely going to get those again, and we'll keep this. I mean, these are very nice, but I just like those a little bit better. But yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you like the new M140i. Like I said, we're going to make a full video about it, but I'm not going to drive it right now because it's raining, and this car is on Michelin Super Sports, and I took my car home in the rain actually yesterday, and it's pretty scary. The traction control has to kick in a lot, even when you're just driving normally. Like I said, I was just driving 50, 70 because someone was taking an exit, and I was just accelerating slowly to 70, and boom, I had wheel spin. So really the car is really tricky because it's a rear-wheel driven one, no X-drive, but the car is really tricky to drive in the rain, so we are going to keep that video for when it's dry. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, see you soon, bye.